Libra, yearly, 2021. Messages, Spirit, please. What do we need to know? What's the most important advice you can give us? Love and light. Spirit, please. 12 cards. Clockwise, Spirit, please. One for each month to be clarified. Most important thing you want us to know for Libra 2021. So, January. Oh, there you are, Libra. Not a happy person. February. Oof. March. No wonder. April. May. June. July. August. September. October. November. And December. Yeah. You are making waves. And it's all for love. They don't intend to be love reads, but trust me, when Spirit wants to tell you something, they will. This month, you are showing how detached you can be, how cruel sometimes you can be with your mouth. You may be giving bad advice, receiving bad advice, doctors, priests or lawyers, but there is a gentleman scorned here. Spirit are giving you a cup of love, a new beginning in your emotional life, whether you know it or not. You need to stand your ground. It is all for love. There's no denying this. Absolutely no denying this at all. Wow. Yeah. Okay. This is not going to be easy for you. But you want to come home to where your heart belongs. There may be the conception of a child. There may be a new offer of love. January, there is a house move, no celebrations, problems within the home and family life. You are cutting someone out of your life. You are becoming detached. You are no longer attached to the old things, which is exactly what Spirit wants you to do. You are walking away to an offer of new love. Walking away from the misery of the past. at least 8 months. There could be a water sign child involved somewhere, but there is offers and messages of unconditional love. March, someone is trying to avoid destruction for fear, putting things off until tomorrow that need to be done today. There could be electrical and water problems, there could be arguments and losses and people leaving home. Those born on the 16th, living or past, date for your diary and address, massively important in a negative way. Those born on the 22nd, living or past, date for your diary and address, massively important in a negative way. Fear is stopping you taking a new path in life. April, illness and bad temper, impatience. You may have power struggles with a Leo, or externally and internally with yourself. There is power struggles. It's karmic. Issues with the heart and back, and expressing yourself. You need to turn things upside down and see them from a different angle. Put your boundaries in place. You are a mirror of what you are receiving. So if you're happy, you will others around you will be happy. If you're unhappy, that is the state of play that will happen. Those born on the 8th, 26th and 12th, negative energy. Pisces, karmic situations, secrets and hidden enemies. May, you are on a threshold of a new beginning, a fork in the road. You will choose love, a union. Those born on the 6th or the 24th, living or past, date for your diary and address, massively important in a positive way. It's the right choice. June, however, you are shackled to something by contract, vow or duty. You're worried about what other people will think. It's a toxic situation. Those born on the 15th, living or past, date for your diary and address, massively important in a negative way. Capricorn energy, it rules the knees and bones. There's self-esteem issues, and Aries may be involved. Those born on the 4th or the 31st, living or past, date for your diary and address, massively important in a negative way. It's about injuries to the head and face, and lack of self-worth and image. New beginnings are stalled because of manipulation and toxicity. So this is a very important month because you've got 2 major arcanas. So again, it's June. July, someone is not putting enough effort in, but there is unconditional love of a father figure or someone who is emotionally mature. It may be if you're a father, because this seems to be talking to a male, that you need to love unconditionally regardless of the effort that others put in, especially children. Work may be a problem, finances may be a problem, but you have enough love. Just watch out for dangerous, dishonest tendencies. These people that are trying to manipulate you and emotionally blackmail you by how the world sees you. August, someone doubts someone. Don't be deceived by tiny, stupid little things. They don't matter. It's the bigger picture that you've got to look at. There will be disappointment, but you'll have played your part in it. Don't cry over spilt milk. Don't dwell on it. Move forward to your happiness. There could be an older male in uniform. He could have darker complexion. He could be a Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, but he's a good friend and a generous one, possibly a businessman. So disappointment may be in career or business. September, it's a chapter ends in a good way. Those born on the 21st, living or past, date for your diary and address, massively important in a positive way. It's bringing a chapter to an end so that you can begin again. Someone from your past may return for this issue to be solved. There could be, for some, for very few of you, it is child abuse from the past, issues coming up, or it could be your children. October, there is secrets not being told. You have to be very careful what goes in your mouth. There's in diet, medication, alcohol, drugs, whatever, and comes out of your mouth in words written or spoken. It is time for you to grow as a soul. Abundance will come. Mothers, mother-in-laws, mothers of your children may be involved. No, I take that back. This is, you have found your self-worth. I thought it was the Empress, it isn't, it's the Emperor. You found your self-worth and your self-esteem, but someone is keeping secrets. Those born on the 4th or the 31st, living or past, date for your diary, or an address, now are a positive influence. You have found your self-respect, your self-image, your self-worth, and come out of this successfully. It could be something to do with the government, a boss or a father figure, but there are secrets being kept. That part of it is still true. Those born on the 2nd or the 29th, living or past, date for your diary and address, bring negative energy, but it's unhealthy situations. You are rising above that, or you should. There is no doubt that come November, you will have to raise things to the ground and begin again. Rise like the phoenix from the ashes. It is a settlement of a long-standing problem and or fresh starts. It could also be dental problems. And there is possibly a third party. It's heartache, sorrow, loss, heartbreak, possibly minor surgery. So what's that? October, I believe. No, November. So you need to bring something to a close November. That if you haven't already done so in September. So you may have to bring two things to an end and begin again, September and November. But it's a settlement of a long-standing problem. It won't be easy, but it will bring you in December out of mind games, out of a mental prison of your own making. You will be financially stable and there will be a secure and happy family life. So that's really good, really, really good. Just be warned that it's not going to be easy, but it will be worth it. And you will have to begin again. But Spirit are giving you the tools you need to do so. You will not do this alone. There is someone who loves you unconditionally. Yeah, it may be someone that you meet on the net, and the number 4 is mentioned 3 times, so I know that it's very important. The internet could also be massively important. Coincidence, there's no such thing as a coincidence as far as Spirit concerned, so grab those coincidences and run with them because they're there for a reason. The web weaver rejoices in your creations, and these are far-reaching. They have a positive effect on the many. After action, every action, every thought, every word, every deed is woven into the web of creation. So you must be honest with yourself and others. When the web weaver appears as your ally, she grants you the way to others of like mind and intention and lets you know that you are not alone in your endeavours. Just when you need to make a connection like magic, synchronicity will occur. Music reverberates through the web, so music will have a big part in this and plays in harmony with your own. This is a sign to trust the connectivity between all events. Magic is afoot for you. If your query is about a relationship, the web weaver gives you assurances that meaningful coincidences come through to give you reason to hope. Potential will grow into reality, and with care and patience, remember that the web reaches far and wide, and you're only capable of perceiving a small part of it. So trust and pay attention to the patterns you see play out in your life. All things will be revealed through the web. So you're going to find something out on the internet, and it's going to make a big change in your life. Mercury retrograde, you're going to reinvent yourself, especially if this is your 51st year. So I don't know when the Mercury retrogrades are this year, but there are a few. It's a big decision for you to make so that you can reinvent yourself. Mishaps are like knives. It depends. They're either servers or cutters as we grasp them by the blade or the handle. So it's up to you. Mercury retrograde is regarded as a time when things tend to go wrong. In actuality, it marks a 3.5-week period where any important action should be postponed. And there we have 3.5 weeks in, I believe it's November. November seems to be the important month. It happens about 3 to 4 times a year. And Mercury, so if there's a Mercury retrograde in November, you will know. You have to go back, retreat, look over things again, and settle them once and for all. All things ruled by Mercury begin to wobble and go off kilter. However, if you're a writer, Mercury in retrograde is a perfect time to revise your writings. So it could be that you revise your life. And it's the counterpart of Hermes, the Greek Olympian god, the sly trickster, yes, who is not only big on pranks but also on false moves. So you've maybe made a false move. But it's all part of your transition along the road and your boundaries. So where did we put the boundaries in place? We've got them somewhere. There. Boundaries. In April. Information may have come to you wrongly because Mercury's unpredictable retrograde motion and nothing seems to go right. Back up all your equipment, your computers, cell phone numbers and address books, and anything to do with technology or mechanics. Electrical appliances purchased at this time may end up needing to be returned. Any sales items will often turn out to be massive duds. Don't make mistakes of purchasing a vehicle at this time either. If you are having a vehicle repaired, expect to make another visit to the shop to have something revised or corrected. So something in your life will keep coming back till you get it right. How long will this period last? Well, Mercury retrograde card comes up. Give the matter 1 week and then ask the same question again. You will want to go carefully over any contracts you sign. Yes. January, February, March, April, May. In June especially. Check emails and letters you send so that they can't be misinterpreted. And if you're about to leave on a trip, leave early because you must expect unusual delays to occur. Make sure you have clothing for all types of weather because the temperatures and conditions are likely to change. Strangely, we are more silently and internally keyed into energies, which is your psychic situation there. This causes unusual and fated meetings and occurrences to happen, so something will happen coincidental. You may meet with someone you haven't seen in years at a most unexpected place. You may have a conversation with someone with whom you've only had a superficial relationship with, when suddenly you connect to that person and it causes a much deeper rapport. If you are asking about the strengthening of a relationship, this is not a good time to get married, but it is an excellent time to renew your vows. It is not a good time to initiate a divorce or end a relationship there, considering how soon Mercury moves forward again, because if you do, the relationship will soon move forward too. If you're feeling hopeless and worried that a relationship is never going to work, the Mercury retrograde card is actually a good one to turn up in a reading. It means there is more than what you know about this situation at this current time, and that the possibility of any relationship getting back on its legs and moving ahead is very likely. It is also a very fortuitous time to connect with lovers from the past. It is time to revise, reinvent, and renew. There will be glitches, screw-ups, miscommunications, carelessness, cancellations, misunderstandings, faulty computers, difficulty reaching a decision, your poor judgment, mistaken purchases, unfavourable times to launch businesses, fixing what is broken, and jobs accepted not turning out to be planned. Life slowing down, contemplation and changes, unforeseen changes in schedule, revision and reinvention. It is time to correct your blunders and cancellations, unexpected failures and getting off track. So watch out and make sure you've made the right decision, because I think whatever decision you've made will turn and turn again at least once this year. Thanks for listening.